Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank each and every one of y'all for clicking on today's video. Well, as y'all know, we're headed back here to the back. We've already took care of all the chores, did the trapping stuff, and it is about 10 o'clock. And now we are headed to the hayfield. Super excited. Like I said, I enjoy cutting hay, but we're going to try to finish up the small field that I cut last night. Started cutting on, and then we're going to cut another one, and then from there we're probably not going to cut anymore until we get it raked and baled. I want to make sure all of our stuff is going good before I lay any more on the ground. Last time it got wet a couple of times, but like this was cut yesterday, and you can still see that it's really green still. So it may take 3 days to dry out, just because it isn't getting as hot as it usually is. So anyways, here's the creek. I have to go slow on this one here because these wheels are not as big as my wife's side by side. Still need to get a few more rocks and bring down here and fix this up so we can get across it a little bit better, but it's not as bad. That'll work. We got old red. Like I say, I stopped cutting last night because it was getting hard to see as I was making the curves and stuff. There's kind of like a blind spot right there where the muffler is. So we're gonna go over here and get this baby checked out. And like I said, we started cutting this last night. I think it's probably around 5:30 or so by the time we got over here. And like I say, it's still green. This probably ain't gonna be ready to start raking today. Most likely it'll be tomorrow. And I just don't like that because if I go ahead and cut everything, actually let me look, see if we get any rain in the forecast. Because there wasn't any rain in the forecast yesterday, but we'll see what it says today. Service isn't very good over here. Just to show everybody, there is no rain in the forecast. So if the weatherman changes, it's all his fault. But it looks like the highs are only going to be in the 80s, so it is going to take a couple more days. We may have to go ahead and lay everything else down so we can get everything on the right timing path. So we'll see. But now let's get over here and get on this bad boy. I absolutely enjoy this TYM T130. Put my keys here. Got my key fob. You gotta have a key fob to start this tractor. Sweet. And this here is things we have to improvise to keep our camera stands and stuff to fit on the tractors and things. But like I say, we record pretty much all day long. I don't know how the footage is going to turn out because it is bouncing and stuff, but we'll just see. I'm gonna put this back on some places and try to get some pretty good footage. That's what kind of worried me when we got by these trees last night. I did not like that at all. Couldn't really see what was, behind them or underneath them. So I'm gonna have to try to get some of this straightened out. Yeah, it's still, there's quite a bit of moisture on the ground this morning. Once we get out from under these trees, we'll be good. So I always start with this field just because it's got the most trees in it, and the other ones there's only like a couple, but the fields are a lot bigger, and you don't have to, you know, continue making paths going around it. So when we get in those other fields, we'll be able to make up some ground. That's the deal. The trees just make me nervous for one, just because it's got all the limbs and stuff under it, and it's not my equipment, and I don't want to break it. So this next go around, after we get done here, I'm going to go ahead and get the limbs out from under it. I did talk to the owner of the property, and he said I can cut the tree limbs back. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to have to try to get some of this straightened out. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and start cutting right here. First path is always the hardest because I've already cut it once, but I just want to make sure I don't go too far off in here. This over here is where the hogs have been staying. Pretty much this here is all open, but if it rains, oh boy, there's no getting over here. There was actually some hay that we wasn't able to get to over here. And the other patch next on this other field beside me, we didn't get to actually rake or bale any of that. Yeah, look at this little bitty girl. We just come up here. I'm not for sure who's the mama yet.
It's got waddles.
Oh, it does? Yeah. Oh, so it's going to be teacup.
Yeah, it's got to be teacup.
It's going to be teacup. Bushwhacker.
Right here, maybe because we walked in, she thought
yeah.
we had food. Because she's usually a good mama.
Bushwhacker's down here thinking he got to check on them. But I think we figured out what's going on. Some of these goats are going back into heat, and he's coming down here.
He says if you won't get me no ladies, I'll find me some ladies. He's gonna fight him, the Billy, huh?
I figured out how he's getting in though. You can see those panels bent. He's getting his head underneath that wire. Oh, he's come in right there too. Yeah. So if we can get wire up, they all... Hey. So if we put wire up, I don't think he can actually get in. No. No. All right, guys, I think we finally come to a conclusion. Bushwhacker is leaving. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. He won't. I'm tired. He does good, but then he acts a complete idiot, and it's not worth it. And that's the deal. Is he's jumping over everything, and I just don't want. I hate it because we raised him. But at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for our family. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call the sheriff and see when the bull sale is or whatever, and we're gonna get him loaded up and just haul him off. I hate to, just because we raised him, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's mean. I really think he's playing, but he is too big. He's too big to know how strong he is, and yeah, so we're just going to have showtime. But anyways, I think we have finally made the decision. He is leaving. Quit now. Quit. Get back. You gotta stop. You gotta stop and go now. Bushwhacker, stop. Quit. This is it. He's got to go. Get him in there. If we can get him over there where them big panels are. Quit.
No, he just jumps right out.
Huh?
He just jumps right out. That's how it bent.
No, I'm talking about the metal deal.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's done, though. He's gone. I just don't want to get caught over here.
Hey, that's what we need to do is
Quit.
let me get some feed and go on the opposite side of that, and we can open it and rig it where he won't be able to get me.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Something. I want him pinned up today. He's going to the sale somewhere.
All right, I'm going to go grab some feed.
Get that bucket.
Come in here and get it.
Over there.
What I told him we're going to try is fill or get about half or whatever. Then we're going to go in here and try to get him in this corral.
That's enough.
Yeah, we're going to try to get him in that orange and brown gate, but don't let the llamas out. Lock her in that other side. Yeah. Now, hey, use this chain on this door because no one else is over here. Use that chain right here to lock that one. I'm watching Brandon over here, so if I have to, I can run back.
No, you're gone. I'm done with you, dude. I'm done with you. Open that orange gate. Watch this. No. Yeah, pull the gate this way so he's forced to go in. Stop. Stop, bushwhacker. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you can just keep that one open and then open this orange door.
I don't want Princess Leia to get in here.
She's fine. Yeah, because we can get them out. That's fine. Yep. There you go. Yeah, it's fine for all the animals to get in because we can get them out. All right. Now go on the other side. All right. Now just get on the other side. Yeah.
Go. Quick. Go over there and get the feed. There's feed right there. Look. There's feed right there. Look at him.
I think he sees it now. How are we going to get him in there with that right there, though? You're going at the wrong angle. That's enough.
Keep on. Now dump the whole thing in there. All right, that's it. All right, now get all of it. Go get that feed.
There we go. Can you? Well, no, because he'll probably back up if you push the door. There we go. Now you better be careful. Now we gotta try to get the other animals out. Here, let me come around first.
Help me get this closed off. Yeah, grab me some wire. I'm gonna try to pull it in this way.
What, make it smaller?
Yeah. But I don't think you can break out of this.
I don't think so either. It's too small. That tree was big. That was easy, wasn't it? Because you had the main man behind you. You need that wire? It's a good wire. I'll break it up now.
Press the leg. Come on. Hey, hey.
Give me that beef bucket. She likes to eat her ass bucket.
There you go. The goats can get out.
Yeah, they can go underneath it.
So we'll grab one of those waters right there. Come on. We'll grab one of those waters, put over here and fill it up for you.
We have those two black ones in the back.
All right, guys, so what we're going to end up doing here is going to get a water, bringing it over, and we're just going to leave him some feed, and probably first thing in the morning we are going to load him up and he's going to go bye-bye. So I hate to do it, but it's not worth it, So anyways, we're going to do that real quick and get back to the hayfield. All right, guys, we're headed back to the hayfield. I went back over to the house. I had to meet someone, and then we realized, as y'all seen, I think we put it in this video, that we had a new baby goat that the mama wasn't claiming. And then Bushwhacker started his stuff. So we've been pretty busy for the last 2 hours dealing with that. Bushwhacker is pinned up now. Bushwhacker is leaving. It's going to be very sad to see him go, but he's got to go. Here comes Stephanie. All right, so the AC stopped working, not all the way, but a little bit. So I figured we'd get off and check this, and it's time to blow this dude out. If you look here, take him over there, babe, on this, or see if you can see it here. Behind here, this is completely stopped up. Not completely, but it's starting to be stopped up. So we're going to go ahead and take these little screws out here on top, get the screen out, and blow it off.
All it is it kind of has a little bit of a punch, and then you just open it up, both sides. I also like how they have everything locked with the key.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that, if it was able to bend. enough to get it out.
Yeah. See, it just kind of stopped up there. Even if you don't have nothing to blow it out, it
there you go. That should slide right just like that.
Alright, so yeah, the leaf blower is going to help when we get back over there. We only got about 45 minutes before we have to go get the kids, so. Guys, here we go. That's the deal. We're trying to get as many good angles as we can for everyone. I'll tell you, it's a lot of fun editing this type of footage. And not only that, is if we can show you good footage on this, I mean, that's what it makes us able to work with these companies. Here in a second, we're probably fixing to cut this in half, and that way we'll just make a straight cut back and forth, I do believe. That's what I did last time. I think it just works out best that way. Just go in, cut back and forth. And we'll probably do that right about here.
A hay bale, or was that a pile of hay?
Yeah, it's a hay bale. We're going to have to push that hay bale in. We'll have to push it in on the way back down here. So what I'm going to do is just cut back and forth until we get this completely cut.
tire. How do you like driving that thing?
Good, didn't he?
That's it.
Dad got hungry?
Yeah.
I know, me too.
So we're all go.
All right, guys. So that's the biggest field I think that we got left out here. Well, there's another one over there, but the deal is obviously we'll probably wake up in the morning and start cutting again, and I may come back tonight and cut again because we've already showed so much of cutting. There's only so much you can put in a video, so I don't know. But we're gonna go eat right now. We may pick back up this evening. If not, it'll be tomorrow. But we do have chores and stuff we got to do at the house, so you may see that next, or may be out in the field tonight. So, all right, guys. So we just got back from eating, and we went and had a family dinner together. So I told them, well, I've got to get over here and get this stuff cut, and that's what we're doing right now, is cutting a little bit of hay. You know, there's only so much you can record of cutting hay, but I believe we got y'all a lot of footage for daytime, and I figured we'll get you a little bit of footage for night. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it's a lot of fun cutting hay. I absolutely love it. It's one of those deals that it is fun cutting hay, but once you get done with all the hay you got to cut, you're glad it's over. I will say it's a little bit harder to actually cut hay at nighttime, just especially with the cab, because you can't see. There's a glare sometimes that comes off the glass. Yes, there's no way to actually turn them. I was hoping there was, but there's not. Alright, so our camera sets up here, so I know you see the back side of this screen. You can see it a lot better at nighttime. This here actually shows you how fast you're going, how many RPMs you're running, your fuel level, your battery, the oil temperature, and the load, the coolant temperature. Pretty much has everything. Even got your transmission information in there. That's your hitch, and if there's any diagnostics, there's no faults there. And then got a radio. But means that we document our life on social media, we can't actually have that. Well, I got the camera there I can actually watch. But they've also got it to where you can actually have a camera on the front as well. But I don't see that. That's the settings for the camera. Front camera, I don't think there is a front camera on this one. We'll go back and see if it actually pops up a camera here. Yeah, so it shows dual. There's no camera on this one. It just got the rear. But it's pretty neat. It's got all that information in there. If you want to make a phone call, you can actually phone call. If you want to take a picture of what's back there, you can take a picture. So it's a lot of cool things, but I pretty much keep it. Well, they got this back here for the media to pick your radio station and stuff, Bluetooth. But I'm not much of a music person. We're going to keep it right there. We're going to get this big. Well, not right there. I want the tractor. Where you at? That's what I like to keep it on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the speed we get up to is about 11 miles an hour. That's what we found that has worked best for us today. You know, I wouldn't suggest cutting a field if you've never cut it before, but I have cut this one before, so I know where things are. It's really blurry to where you can't see very good outside, but like I said, we've already made, it looks like 5 passes, making pretty good time. There's only one pipe that's in the ground, and it's right up here, and I've already went around it to actually see where it's at. I just didn't want to double guess myself, but I actually think it's right there. That's it, so we need to go around it. Come back that way. Yeah, you can see the cutter a lot better. Yeah. I'm not going to have cameras outside of the tractor tonight. I'm just really going to focus on trying to get all of this done. And then that way we can get started raking and stuff here in a couple days. I don't think we'll be able to start tomorrow, but if we do, it'd be great. It'll be over there on the other side of the creek to start cutting or start raking and baling. So